This is a lift task, and it is a multi-exercise piece of equipment and a phenomenal addition to your club. The primary exercise for this piece of equipment is the deadlift. And the deadlift is a compound movement that addresses your low back. But it addresses your low back safely because it is a compound movement. It involves every muscle group in your body in order to achieve that movement, so it's a safe way to work your low back. You want to step forward in the machine with your toes pointing out. Always in compound movements, actually always, period, your knees should go in the direction of your toes. You don't want them cave in or cave out, but you want your knees to be over your ankles, not jutting out over your toes. So we grab hold of the handles here and stand up, and the deadlift is sticking your butt out, which is releasing from the hip joint. You want a flat back always throughout the movement, and descending down with your knees over your ankles right there, and then up. Okay? Now, don't lock out your knees when you come back up. Stay in soft knees at the end of the movement. So it's down, up, down, up. And that's the deadlift. Okay? Now, always, throughout all of these movements, you tell them to keep their chest up and their head up. Their head up, looking forward, and their chest up. You can do rows on this if you bend over with a flat back, and again, you're sticking your butt out, your back is flat, and row for your back. You can do a compound movement that does a deadlift into a row, into a shrug. That is more of a total body movement. And again, when you shrug, it's squeezing your shoulder blades together. Don't have people do... Nobody in our market wants big traps. That's this right here. Large trapezius. They don't want those, so don't have them doing this, because they're going to get them if they do that. So that shrug is really just a shoulder blade squeeze at the back of the movement. Okay, now if you step out of the machine and grab it here, you can do pulse lunges. Some of our market have knee problems, and this is a great piece of equipment to do pulse lunges in a limited range of motion, which affects the glute muscles, quadriceps, frontal legs, and hamstrings if you just do a limited range. Now, the beauty of this is the grips right here are your resistance. That is your resistance. You're putting your resistance low on the body, which doesn't compromise the spine, and if people have heart rate issues, it doesn't accelerate the heart rate as much as if you had resistance up here, okay? So this, stepping in for a lunge, your foot is in the center, and your back foot is kicked out far enough so that when you do the movement, the knee stays above the ankle, doesn't jut out over the toe. That's what you want to show here. And you don't lock out your knee at the top over your ankle, okay? And then switch. You can even do squats on this machine, but again, you see your knee stays over your ankle. You want to make sure that they're stepped forward enough in the platform to have their knees over their ankles.